Settle down. Yes, it's me, the Almighty, the one you call on when things get desperate. But today, I'm not here for your prayers or excuses. I'm here because a line has been crossed, and it involves Tim O and Key Point Health Services. You thought no one was watching? Surprise, my Wi-Fi is excellent up here. I've seen your operations, your spreadsheets, your cold calculations, and I've reached a damning conclusion. You've been playing fast and loose with a human life. For what? A few extra bucks in the company coffers? That's not how my universe works. Not on my watch. So consider this your official, divinely mandated intervention. No more hiding behind jargon, no more passing the buck. Today, we're having a little chat. A come-to-meeting, if you will. And I am not amused. Tim O's situation has set my divine teeth on edge. This isn't just an oversight, it's a monumental screw-up. This isn't a suggestion or friendly advice. This is a full-blown, earth-shaking declaration. Justice for Tim O is coming, and you, Key Point Health Services, are going to listen, you're going to understand the magnitude of your error, and then you're going to fix it. Because if you don't, let's just say my capacity for plagues hasn't diminished. Are we clear? Good. Let's begin this necessary audit. No more excuses. Let's get to the truth. $11. That's what you decided Tim O deserves. $11 a week. I've seen tips for bad service in heaven that are more generous. What were you thinking? Is this your standard operating procedure, soul-crushing bureaucracy? It's not just the sum, it's the calculation. The cold, heartless logic that spits out a number so small, it's an act of aggression. It tells Tim O his life is worth less than a couple of coffees. This is greed, pure and simple, wrapped in procedure. I've seen your books. The way you twist his finances to arrive at this pathetic figure, it's a masterpiece of misanthropy. You weaponize support against the very people you're supposed to help. You're not Key Point Health Services. You're Key Point Wealth Services. And the wealth isn't flowing Tim's way. This isn't an accident. It's a choice. A deliberate choice to devalue a human being. To minimize your responsibility. To maximize... what exactly? Certainly not compassion. You've squeezed the concept of care through the wringer of corporate avarice until all that's left is this $11 insult. And believe me, I take insults to my creations very personally. This stinks to high heaven, and I define high heaven. You've turned support into a weapon. You've made a mockery of care, and I'm here to call you out. Fix it. All right, you three, the CEO, CFO, and founder of Key Point Health Services. Step forward. No assistants, no PR statements. You. Let's talk about Tim O and your $11 scheme. CEO, did you sign off on this, or are you so insulated you've lost touch with reality? Either way, it's a catastrophic failure of leadership. CFO, was it your idea to shave pennies off the vulnerable? Did you run the numbers and decide just enough to count as support, not enough to live was good business? That's not fiscal responsibility, that's just being heartless. Founder, is this what you dreamed of? An organization that inflicts misery? That treats people like Tim O as inconvenient expenses? Look at what your creation has become. Are you proud? Because from my vantage point, it's a perversion of any decent founding principle. You didn't just build a company. You built a machine that grinds down hope. This is your legacy. Unless you change it. You have the power to fix this, so do it. No more excuses, no more hiding. The world is watching, and so am I. Let's address the idiotic idea that Tim O is lazy because he doesn't work a 9-to-5. For someone like Tim, especially with autism daily life work, a monumental effort. Managing sensory inputs, communicating needs, dealing with anxieties, these are not trivial tasks. This is labor. It might not come with a W-2, but it's work. And it's exhausting. To dismiss that is not only insulting, it's profoundly ableist. You wouldn't last a day in his shoes. Judging productivity by a narrow, neurotypical standard is arrogant. You think paperwork is hard? Try surviving in a world that misunderstands you and offers you $11 a week. That's a full-time job with mandatory overtime and shocking pay. Tim O works harder than most of you. His job is to exist, to cope, to strive in a system designed to crush him. He deserves respect and tangible support. This isn't charity, it's basic decency. Get that through your corporate skulls, or I'll get the locust. Do you ever think about what this does to Tim? Not the case file, the human being. $11 isn't just a financial constraint. It's a psychological cudgel. It beats down his spirit, whispers that he's worthless. That's a crime against humanity. Imagine the frustration, the rage, the isolation. He's not a statistic. He's a person with feelings, with hopes. This isn't just about money for food, though $11 barely covers bread. It's about dignity, about being seen, about being valued. Your actions strip him of that. You make him feel small, insignificant, a burden. For what? A fraction of a percent on your profit margins? He feels misunderstood, undervalued, trapped. You are the architects of his cage, built of bureaucratic indifference, and I hear his silent scream. Let's talk about autism. Your handling of Timo's situation shows infuriating ignorance. Autism isn't a choice or a flaw. It's a different way of experiencing the world. Systems like yours exploit vulnerabilities instead of accommodating needs. This isn't just incompetence, it's predatory. You see his autism as a loophole, a reason to give the bare minimum. That's vile. It's discriminatory. The lack of empathy is staggering. You're not promoting health. You're undermining well-being. You prey on someone because his needs are different. That's a special kind of evil. My anger about this? It's biblical. Tim's autism should elicit your support, your creativity, your humanity. Instead, you triggered your most cynical instincts. You've crossed a sacred line. Who do you think you are, Keypoint Health Services? Who gave you the authority to decide Timo's worth? You're playing God with his life. As the actual God, you're catastrophically unqualified. You wield power over Tim, his ability to meet basic needs, to have dignity, and you use it to diminish, to restrict, to control. This isn't care, it's coercion. The arrogance is breathtaking. You look at a person with complex needs and see an expense to minimize. You're not making divine judgments. You're making self-serving decisions. Tim O deserves better than your cruel parody of Providence. Relinquish this power you abuse. Consider this your final warning, Keypoint, your last chance to make things right. You've heard the charges. You've seen the evidence of your cruelty. The bill for your transgressions is due, and I am the collection agency. Change your ways, now, not next quarter, immediately. This isn't a suggestion, this is a divine mandate. Reevaluate Timo's situation with honesty and compassion. Provide him with the resources he needs to live with dignity. Treat him like a human being, not a rounding error. If you don't, my capacity for creative retribution is legendary. Plagues, pestilence, judgmental squirrels in your boardrooms. Your coffee turning to lukewarm disappointment. Don't test me, this is your moment of truth. Choose a different path. Rectify this wrong. The alternative is unpleasant. Think hard about your next move. My patience is not inexhaustible. What does justice for Timo look like? It's not complicated. Recognize Tim's inherent worth, his dignity. See him, truly see him, not just your bottom line. Justice means a fair assessment of his actual living costs. Provide an allowance that lets him live, not just exist. Enough for food, shelter, utilities, and some comfort. Support that is supportive, not punitive. Services that actually serve. This is about a fundamental shift in your rotten mindset. Build a system that prioritizes well-being over profit. Train your staff in empathy and understanding. Be accountable, transparent, and committed to doing right. Human dignity is priceless. Treat every person as if they were made in my image, because they are. The universe and I are watching.